Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Roy, accompanied by the one, the only, the Dominican bad man, Sergio, aka the floor price guy. And we're Combat Sport Guys coming back to you with another UFC full card breakdown, this time in the form of UFC 321. Tom Aspinall up against Cyril Gane for the undisputed heavyweight title, his official heavyweight title championship. Is it a defense or is it a fight? What are we doing? What's going on over here?
This is his first fight. It is a defense though,
It's a
legally.
defense, right? It's interesting,
But
right? The way
but
that
this
plays
is
out
for the undisputed championship, bro.
for
This
the
is
undisputed championship. And then in the co-main event, we have a vacant title that's up for grabs in the strawweight division. Wei Li Zhang has moved up to face Valentina Shevchenko. We got Verna Jandiroba taking on Mackenzie Dern in a 5-round co-main event. But before we do that, let's talk about last week, UFC Vancouver. Kind of a sketchy card, right? Fun card, great card, some standout performances, Charles Jourdain, but a lot of dog wins, a lot of controversial decisions, some controversial refing. How did we fare, man? Take it away, brother.
we did good. I mean, I think predicted bets we had six, but like three of them landed. I think the ones that landed Dover by KO,
Mm-hmm.
but it was close, right? Like again, Kyle. I think I told you I hedged a bet on live on Kyle, but the nut shot gave Dover enough time to recover and go kamikaze.
Yeah,
Luciano looked amazing, and Croden, holy snap, bro! Croden looked good. Like Croden was
told you,
like,
bro. Good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and that's why I put this together too. It was pretty good, bro. The biggest flake of the card was Bekov. It
Bikoyev,
was
yeah.
Mikoya was bad, bro. Like that man, bro, is not. It shouldn't be tweeting, bro. Don't tweet, bro. Just get back to the gym, bro. He's gonna have to drop a weight division, like at this point,
Nah, that dude's too big, bro. Yorsi, he's 6'5", bro. He's like a Ruzi Boye, bro. What are we doing?
bro. But he was a 3-1 favorite and
Yeah.
lost. Like, and it was bad because they really prepared them, right? So yeah, because I had a parlay with him and somebody else. But yeah, live bets is where we cooked. Melissa Croden, like right away, pop 125. Santos, the Jane Santos, like I had a parlay with Danny Below, but bro, when I saw that man gas, throw the bank, bro. Kyle Nelson, you're gonna tell me you saw Kyle Nelson knocking out Frivola and the ref letting it go, and then the odds open up equal? What are we doing, bro? Like Mike Malott, like fighting a compromised Kevin Holland, equal. Like, you feel me? Like, it was free money, bro. Like, that's the thing. Now, if you're betting, like, bro, you have to feel bad because, like,
Yeah.
take a point, stop the fight, do something, right? And then I think the Ritter over 1.5 takedowns, that was pretty good. Um, like, I think I told you I had a live bet on the Ritter. Yeah, it's that we talked about it, right? Like, if the Ritter's able to take him out of there early, but I think, to summarize what happened, bro is cutting too much weight, fights too frequently, and in the video he said, he's like, guys, my sons, I'll see you later. He's gonna take some time off.
Yeah. What do you think this does for the division with Allen winning over the Ritter? Do you think
It's
because
bad,
he
bro.
lost to Anthony Hernandez, right? So
It's
you don't
bad.
do Anthony Hernandez and Allen. So what do you do? I mean, Imavov, I would imagine, is getting the title shot. But
Now he's gonna, yeah.
what do
So
you do with
that's
what do you do with
that
Hernandez?
should be confirmed. Give him Brendan Allen. So I think what you do is give Fluffy DDP, give Imavov Chimaev, and then lock in Brendan Allen and Strickland for the White House card. And then,
White House, huh? Nice,
yeah.
interesting.
Well, you know who wants to fight? Whitaker wants to fight Sean Strickland now. It's like, well, I was fighting the White House, mate. And I'm like, bro, like you're 8, bro. You got 2 losses. Like, I love
Yeah.
you, Robert, but we're not there. Like, we're not there at all, man.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But overall, fun card, successful night of betting, live betting, right? A lot of the favorites did not pull it out, but some of the dogs we did pick were Bruno Silva, right?
Bruno Silva. Yep.
Bruno Silva. He beat Hyung Sung Park. I forget who else we had up there, but yeah, man, great
I
card. We'll
knew,
move on.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew that might have been an issue. That's why, like, I was like, he's winning a decision, but he was one bet away from from locking down a lot of money for me. But yeah, let's get into the
Yeah.
card, man. It's a
Let's
very good
get
card.
to UFC 321 live from Abu Dhabi, right? They in Abu Dhabi? Am I tripping?
So start time. I was gonna tell you this. So I'm gonna
7
tell you
a
the
7 a.m. 7 a.m. for me, baby.
time. No, it's 6 a.m. your time.
It says 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's 3 hours. 7 a.m.
Oh, I thought it was 9 a.m.
No, it's
Never mind.
well, Tapology. It says 10 a.m. So I might
I
want to.
looked at the yeah. Let me just double check so we don't because like I don't want to miss the cards are good, man. Like
The
I
fight's good. Every time they go across the sea, the cards are pretty stacked. This is a
yeah
fun card. There's a lot of fights I'm excited for, man.
yeah. It is 10 a.m. They had announced for 9, but it is 10 a.m.
Okay, so it starts. The prelims start at 7. So right when I get home from
Very
work.
nice.
So cool, man. Be a
Yeah,
good.
7:30. I'll be there. You'll be there too.
Yeah,
Order a little bit of a brunch. We'll make it fun, bro.
yeah. You want to pull up tap?
Uh, yeah, I'll pull. Yeah, let me pull it up. 1 second.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do,
In the middle of
do.
that, we'll kick off here. The fight kicking off the card is Jacqueline Amorim taking on Mizuki Inoue. This is an interesting fight because Mizuki, if you look at her record and you look at the history, she's only fought 6 times in the past 3 years. I want to say. Let's see what it says here. She's had 3 fights in the past 6 years. Only 3 fights. The inactivity has been wild. It kind of makes me wonder why has she been inactive, right? What's her desire when it comes to the fight game, right? Is it a check? Is it for fun? Is it a sport? Is it aspirations to becoming a champ, right? You look at her fighting style. She's a decent striker. She has nice kickboxing. Last time out, when she fought, she beat Hannah Goldie, who's no longer in the UFC via unanimous decision. We have Jacqueline Amorim, who is solid on the ground. She has really good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She's long. She's only has one loss, and that's her UFC debut to Sam Hughes, who's kind of proven to be kind of like a prospect killer in that division, right? She's beating down everybody. So I think I'm going to have to go with the individual who's been more active, who can bring the fight to the ground, has a submission threat, has the finishing ability. I'm going to go with Amorim, man. She's a heavy favorite, and I think the odds reflect that. So I think Amorim's going to get it done here fairly easily, man.
Yeah, and to quote Nate Diaz, who's your fucking team? Who's your fucking coaches? Who's your fucking sparring partner? Remember he said that to Connor.
Yeah,
You played with that dork touch butt in the park.
yeah. Yeah, because Connor said, fuck all your teams. So that little dweeb over there on PEDs and all this
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I remember
Who are
that.
you fighting? Who are you fighting? That dork in the park. I'm dead. That movement guy. You haven't seen him again, bro.
You got rid of him, bro. You got
You got rid of him, bro. My boy tight now, bro.
yeah.
My boy is the definition of what he talked about. He's stuck in the mud. When he fights, bro, he's stuck in the mud, bro. He's too
Who,
heavy.
Connor?
Yeah, it's just funny though because
Bro,
I saw a video and I'm like, man, this is not stuck in the mud. Anyways, we're going with Jacqueline Amorim here. Man, she might finish this fight, bro. Like, I don't, I don't think like because you got to take into consideration that Jacqueline has had better opposition, has finished the
yeah.
opposition. So maybe the prop here for us, it's an under 2.5 because I think that's where the value is, under or over, right?
Yeah.
That's where we're gonna
The
really find
finish, even. I think the finish is even there as well.
100%. I'm gonna like try to kind of find it right now, and we can move on. And then what I'll do is I'll tell you if there's kind of because that's the thing about these sport applications, they tend to update the results the odds later. So I'll try to find
Okay.
it. But you
Yeah,
can
no
go.
worries. Move on to this next fight here. We have Azat Maxim taking on Mitch Raposo. Maxim last time out lost to Tagir Ulanbekov, I believe, via was it unanimous decision? Yeah, via unanimous decision. Whereas Mitch Raposo last time out had some success, but he didn't capitalize on that success. He lost split decision to Sumadeji. We'll start off with Mitch Raposo. You remember that fight, right? He had multiple takedowns, and he didn't have issues taking down Sumadeji. His issues came from controlling him and dishing out damage while on the ground, right? It's one thing to take somebody down, but it's another thing to get to work while you're on the ground. And that's something he wasn't able to do against Sumardeji. And Sumardeji is not really good at grappling. That's not really what he's known for, right?
No, no.
When you look at Raposo, he's a product of the New England cartel. He has solid boxing and nice striking technique. He's well rounded with the wrestling base. I do like Raposo. I did pick him out last time, and he's had a tough stint, right? Like in his debut, he fought against Andre Lima, the bite bonus. How good is
Yeah,
Andre Lima, right? He has that
good.
Muay Thai
Hasn't
that
fought in a while, eh?
he hasn't fought in a while. And I was thinking about that the other day when I was on a run. I was like, I wonder when my boy's gonna fight. And then on the second fight, he lost to Sumardeji, and then we got Maxim, right? He's he won his debut against Tyson Nam, lost to Charles Johnson via unanimous decision, and then Tagir Ulanbekov. And that was another I think that was an Abu Dhabi card. Or that was Azerbaijan. It was in Azerbaijan. When you look at Maxim, he's fast, he's well rounded, he has good striking and good grappling. He's well composed. Um, and his takedown defense is really good up against Tagir Ulanbekov, who trains out of the Khabib gym, who trains with the boys in Dagestan. He was able to defend 8 of his takedowns, and he secured 3 of his own. So I think this is a bad matchup for Mitch Raposo. As much as I like him, I think Maxim's gonna have the crowd behind them. If it goes to decision, the judges are kind of favor the hometown people, right, or the people within that region. So I'm gonna go with Azat Maxim to get it done, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do the same. Raposo didn't give me. I feel that this is a more different type of fight, and it
Yeah,
really didn't kind of showcase the talent that I'm trying to. It doesn't load weird. UFC stats, that website. I just want to see how many takedowns did he do. But the fact that you have Tajir and you kind of did
I
that,
got you.
yeah. The issue, yeah, I want to know what the takedown, like how many takedowns were attempted,
I
and
got
how
you.
many he actually lands. The
Uh,
issue with
uh, Against Sumardeji?
yeah, no,
Okay,
no,
I
no,
got
the
you.
other Maxum. I remember that fight without even watching it. It
Oh,
was
he
bad.
he it was 3 of 8. I checked. I have it here actually. I have it
Okay,
on my
so
phone.
that's I mean, because Mitch is gonna look into taking this guy down, right? And
He
the issue,
secured he secured 3 of 7 takedowns. He only controlled them for under a minute.
yeah, so this he's gonna come back up, and then you have range on this guy. That's the other issue too, right? You have range again, and I love range. Let's not overthink about it. Based on last performance, Maxum should take this fight. Mitch Raposo did not show any initiative when it came to his striking abilities when he was kind of coming up, right? He
Yeah,
didn't because he couldn't. He only had the takedown and he could grab, but no double jab cross, no hook, no body. You feel me? No leg kicks as well. Like nothing to incentivize
yeah,
damage, right? So it was you can't do that in at this game, bro. You can't do that, man. I'm gonna go with Masukin. Now the odds, bro. I don't know about those odds, man. Um, right now the over is sitting at 2.5. The under's
yeah.
plus 140. And here's what I was gonna say about Amarin and Inoa. The over is plus 110 for
Yeah.
Amarin and minus 140 under 2.5. So
Wow.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They like these odds know what they're betting against.
I think. Let me see something real quick. I think for as much as Mitch Raposo shoots and utilizes wrestling and the submission threat that Azat has, when wrestlers shoot, they leave themselves open to being caught in a gilly, right? So I think the guillotine could be live, right? If he kind of baits him in or allows him to shoot a couple takedowns, right? Because his takedown defense is good, but I think he couldn't catch him in something on an entry. So I'll be looking for that.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
So we're both going with Azat Maxum to get it done. Second fight of the night. We'll move on to some heavyweights. Your favorite
Oh,
fighter, I would imagine.
oh,
Everybody's pick. I'm not buying it though, man. I don't know. We got Hamdi Abdel Wahab, who's fighting in his home country, man, his hometown, man. This is not his hometown, but you know what I mean, right? He's from that
Yeah.
part of the world. Hamdi Abdelwahab versus Chris Barnett. Now let's start with Hamdi. He is the Olympic wrestler that fell in love with kickboxing. For some reason, he doesn't use his wrestling. I don't know what's going on. He had his debut overturned because he got popped for steroids up against Dontel Mays. Then he takes Jamal Pogues to a split decision, and then he loses to Muhammad Usman, who just had, high testosterone levels. So we don't know what was going on over there, but he doesn't use his wrestling as much. And that's concerning. He should use his wrestling. But he does utilize his striking to set up his takedowns when he does get the takedowns. He does gas their heavyweights. I'm not going to knock him for not using his grappling against Muhammad Usman. I think against Barnett, he's going to be the bigger fighter, right? Yeah, he's going to be the bigger fighter, 10, 11, 12. He has 5 inches of height against on him, but he gives up some reach. Chris Barnett last time out, man, prior to his last fight, he wasn't fighting for 3 years, right? He was out of the
Yeah.
octagon for 3 years. And then he goes and he fights against Kennedy and Chukwu, and he freaking hurts himself. He hurts himself in the introductions. My man's doing bunny hops, he's showboating, and then he injures his ankle, and then he gets put out. So, and he's up there in age, man. He's almost 40 years old. So, what do you know about him? He's small for the division. He's undersized. He's fast. He's explosive, and he's entertaining. My man's doing flips. He's grabbing beers on the way out. He's dancing. I don't know, man. I think Hamdi's gonna get it done here, man.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna go with Barnett, bro. I've been hyping it.
Don't tell me Barnett by triangle choke like some of these other guys.
No, bro, Barnett is not like bro. You know how here's the other thing, bro. Like Hamdi's striking is not shit, and then his cardio shit. So it's like you're literally like, what is Hamdi gonna take him down, control him? Like, what I want to know are they? This man is Saudi Arabia's son. Like, well, I mean, yeah, that like it's their fighter. Is this motherfucker getting tested, bro? Like, I want this motherfucker getting tested. Like, even bro, that was a lackluster performance against Muhammad Usman. That was it was bad, bro. Like, and I think that, bro, that's the fight to make, bro. Muhammad Usman versus Chris Barnett. I would love that fight. Like,
and I'm not betting on this fight, bro. I don't trust either of these guys. I don't trust Hamdi to go out there and use his Olympic level wrestling, But hopefully, we're gonna see his IQ. If he studies Barnett and knows his explosiveness and his danger, right? He's gonna take him down, man. I hope he does.
So I don't. In what camp did I think he's either in the camp of. I think he's in the Cyril Gane camp. I think.
Hamdi or
Chris? I saw Hamdi with somebody, and I'm trying to remember who it was. Yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna recommend anybody to bet on Chris Barnett, but I will be putting a bet on Chris Barnett.
I love it.
I'm not sharing. I'm not sharing it. I'm not sharing my bet, bro.
I love
bro,
it.
Like I've been, like we've been going crazy on threads and people, bro. You know how many people love this guy, bro?
So talk about the post that you made on threads and how people. There was some sarcasm. It was some comedy behind it, but some people just posted to show people.
Nah, bro. Did you see? Look, the GOAT. What's up?
Look at him. He's a cool guy, man. He's entertaining, but look at that.
Boom,
5'9", bro. Bro, that's to put it into perspective, bro. That's me, my height, fighting a heavyweight, bro. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, but people. Crazy. It got crazy here, like because it was a little troll, bro. You're trying to play a fair one with the boys, and I'm like, bro, what if Gane, pulls out? My boy has to come in. He knocks him out. World champion.
Oh, read the post. Oh, go up. It says, go up. It says, hear me out. Tom Aspinall makes weight. Cyril Gane pulls out. In steps in Chris Barnett at a plus 2,000 underdog. Barnett knocks out Aspinall in the first 2 minutes and becomes a UFC heavyweight champion. Obviously, you're joking. Obviously, you're trying to. What do the kids call it? What do the kids call it? Rage baiting. And then there's some cats. Dude, I love the comments, man. There's some cats in there saying, we're not listening to you, bro. You're delusional. delete your account. They're just going crazy.
Not happening. And you get the other half is like, yeah, do it. And then people can hate, but he crazy for side could stop him. I'm
For
like,
real.
okay, I'm not crazy. I'm like, look, he's not taking out, bro. There was one guy, I heard you, but he didn't say
No,
much.
I love your response to that one guy.
The
He
clown.
said, "We're not listening to you." Like, then why are you replying?
Yeah,
Why
why
are
you
you
replying,
replying?
bro? Like, boy's getting emotional. Where's that clown at? I love this one though. This one, like, bro, I love it.
Yeah, that's internet though, man. There's always gonna be troll. Look at
Yeah,
it right
no,
there.
no,
There he is.
bro. It's
Nobody hearing you. Nobody hearing you.
and when you why you reply then. But it's true, bro. This is just fun. Like a clear MMA fan would be like, okay, well, you know that Alexander Volkov, and the thing is, imagine something happens, one of those two will ascend as the number one contender to fight either Aspinall or Gane. Right? That's logical. But it's just funny, man, because my boy, bro, give my boy one shot, bro. You know what, bro? Just shoot him up there, bro. That heavyweight division is grim as fuck, bro. Let's be honest with each other.
Bro, let
My
me ask you
boy,
a question. Pull that image back. Pull that image back up. Let me ask you a question, man. In your prime, who do you think takes it? You or him? When you're boxing, back in your boxing days, who do you think wins in a
I could
boxing
take
match?
I could take on I could take on boxing, but
What about
everything else,
MMA? What about MMA?
no,
You think
right
you
on my
go?
ass, bro. I'm just
All right.
no, bro. The thing is, this guy has good kicks, bro. Like I take him in boxing, bro, but not. He's good. He's a bro. He's gonna
He's gonna
surprise,
know you.
bro. Wait till this man wins, and I'm gonna do the little pink slip, the plus
No,
three
bro. You
twenty.
can brag all you want. You can talk all the shit to me you want, man. But I'm not buying it. I like it for the memes, but we picking fights here, man.
Yeah, but it's also bro. Hamdi is a disgusting fighter when it comes to his conditioning, bro. Like that,
Yeah.
like I said, there's steroids. He actually he looks like shit after the first round.
Do you think this goes the distance, or do you think there's a finish here?
This could go the distance.
You
This
think this is
could,
gonna go the distance?
or yeah, or you have a situation where Hamdi gets tired and Chris presses and
Yeah,
Chris stops him because
that could happen. That could happen. That could
that
definitely
can
happen.
happen too, right? And this is the reason why, like, bro. But imagine being crazy enough to put Hamdi in a parlay, because that's the other issue, bro. Do you put this man in a parlay?
Nah, bro, you're talking crazy, bro.
But we're crazy to put money on Barnett. But I think it's crazy to put this guy in a parlay. It's
You can't
insane. But
trust
yeah,
that. You can't trust this fight. I'm staying away from it. I'm gonna enjoy it for the vibes, but we'll see what happens, man.
20
We'll see
gets
what
you
happens.
80. Remember that. $20 gets you $80 in return. Remember that, bro.
Yeah.
It's 320 now, bro. It's 320. So it gets you like eight. It gets you so $20 now gets you 86. I think
Nice.
86. Yeah, 86.
Let's move on here to a featherweight bout. We have Jose Delgado taking on Nathaniel Wood. This is a good fight. This is a really nice test for Jose Delgado, who's been on a run. Right, he does have the one loss on his record, and if you watch that fight on the regional scene, he was into some deep waters in there, and he overcame his resiliency and he dogged it out, and he got and he still stuck through. Right, he still lost, but he still stuck through. Um, Woods is well rounded. He has a strong base in kickboxing and grappling. His striking is technical and precise. You know, he has really nice boxing combinations. He has decent ground and pound. He's decent on the ground. I apologize. However, in the past, we have seen him struggle with people who apply pressure and push a pace, right? He was the dog last time out when they fought in London up against the Frenchman Morgan Charriere, right? And he beat him via unanimous decision. It was a great performance. He beat Daniel Pineda before that, but he lost to Muhammad Naimov via unanimous decision, and Naimov was pushing the pace, being the aggressor. He beat Andre Philly, so he beat Charles Jourdain, but that's Charles Jourdain at featherweight. He looks way better at bantamweight. So he's fought definitely the tougher competition, right? You look at
Yeah.
Delgado, you know, he beat Connor Matthews in his UFC debut, and then he shocked everybody when he knocked out Hyder Emil, right? I think you were on the Hyder Emil side, and
Like
you know
that,
I was on the Delgado side, and yeah, he knocked him out with that knee and into ground and pound immediately, right within the first minute, I would say. Delgado has range and has the length. He utilizes his kicks very well to maintain distance, chop you down, and then he slowly creeps in and attacks the body with 4 to 5 combinations, finishing at the head. He has good head movement, solid grappling, but he can be taken down. I think I'm gonna go with Delgado here, man. I think knowing how Wood has struggled with the pressure and pace, I think Delgado's gonna come out here, man. I'm pretty high on Delgado. He trains out of the same camp with Jared Cannonier.
Yeah,
I like Delgado here, man. It's gonna be a good test for him. See what he does.
that's
But
his son.
the
Yeah,
veteran savvy, man, the veteran savvy from Nathaniel Wood could, we've seen it happen a lot of times, right? Sometimes it's just too much, but I think Delgado is gonna be good here.
yeah. I mean, look, I love Nathaniel. Nathaniel won me money against
Yeah,
Sharir. Like, I called him at a plus at a dog money. Just because he's refined, like he has good striking, he has good takedown defense. The
yeah.
thing is, bro, and I know this, right? Like when I bet against Emil, Delgado has punching power. That's the issue, bro. Like
And
this guy, what?
and there's I'm sorry to interrupt you. There's a discrepancy in height. I didn't realize that
Bad.
Nathaniel Wood is 5'6", 69-inch reach,
It's
whereas
it's not good,
Delgado's almost 6 foot, man, 73-inch reach.
but
That's
that's
another
why,
thing.
right? So he's he,
What did we see last time out with Bekoyev and Belgaru, whatever his name, Yorsi, right? The
yeah.
size discrepancy is an issue. So, but I'm sorry, continue. You were talking about his
Against
punching
who
power.
again? Against who?
Bekoyev the last week on the height
Oh
difference
yeah, yeah,
between Bekoyev.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I would say this, I'm gonna go with Wood right now, but I'm gonna make my decision on weight because
on the
once they
face off.
fully rehydrate, yeah, bro. Because remember how I told you like that tweet I put? I was like, look at the. And by the way, I went to cancel.
Yeah,
I went to cancel my X account, bro. They give you 50%, so now you're just paying like $3 a month. Um,
really.
yeah, so every time you just go cancel, 50% off, 50% off, 50% off. It's
Damn.
stupid, bro. That's some shit. It's anyways, X needs to change. But anyways, going into this fight, I want to see how big they are. Um, the power scares me a little bit. Like I know that this guy could take him down, Wood could take him down and
Yeah,
neutralize him. But can he get past that first round? You see, that's my issue. Can you suppress for that? Because all he needs is one round to be suppressed. I'm curious to see how Delgado looks in the second round
yeah,
if that happens, because that's where I would say. So I would say, look, maybe this is a live bet. Maybe Delgado go and knocks him out, or you have the thing where Wood switches, and bro, Wood has very good good defense, but Delgado has shown he has, bro, the eraser. So
yeah. It's gonna be a good fight. Good test of will and IQ. We'll see what happens, man. We're both going. Well, I mean, we're on opposing ends, right? You're going with Nathaniel Wood at the
yeah,
moment.
yeah,
I'm going with
definitely.
Delgado. We'll move on here to our next bout. Some heavyweights going after it.
Yep.
We have
Damn,
Walter
bro.
Walker taking on Louis Sutherland. Walter Walker last time out was supposed to be on the card. Was it prior or 2 cards prior?
The UFC
Rio.
Brazil, UFC
He was supposed
Brazil.
to be on the Rio card up
Yep.
against Muhammad Usman. Usman felt ill, or I think his testosterone levels were too high. That fight was squashed. He still came out. He still made weight, and now he's put on this card. Him cutting weight twice as a heavyweight, is that a concern at all? No, is it?
Who? Who?
Walker.
Walter?
Yeah.
He cuts?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, as a heavyweight, is it a concern that he has to make weight twice? Nah, I don't
Fuck
think
no.
so, right?
No, I don't think so.
Um, Sutherland was supposed to make his UFC debut up against one of the Tafa brothers, right? At
Yeah.
UFC Australia. I forget where they were at. Was it Perth? I think it was UFC
It
Perth.
was it was Perth. It was
And
Perth, yeah.
Tafa pulled out. Tafa later, I think he got cut by the UFC,
Got
if I'm
cut.
not mistaken, right? And he announced on Instagram how he's gonna take some time and whatnot. So best to him. Sutherland, when you look at him, my man used to be on the juice, bro. You see photos of him before, and you see photos of him now. He looks a little Hamdi. Looks a little Hamdi-ish. Sutherland utilizes his range management well enough. He sets up his power shots with his jab and calf kicks. His defensive striking isn't the best. He doesn't wrestle normally, but can if he needs to. Walker, he has 4 submission wins and 3 heel hook submission wins in a row. He has refrained from striking because he realized that he can't bang with some of the bigger heavyweights, right? Like you got to stick with who brought you to the dance, baby, and his grappling is his bread and butter, right? So he takes fights to the mat where he excels and he looks for submissions. He gets to work. He's developing and he has looked better. His last fight, however, against Kennedy and Chukwu, I went to go see it again. And bro, do you remember how he shot for the? My man was like this chasing Kennedy, bro, until he got him up against the cage and then took him down.
Yep.
So he needs to be careful with that because any good, decent striker will, that can fight backwards, right? Will hit him with the left
Yeah.
straight or something and drop him. But I think Walker's gonna get it done here, man.
Yeah, and like the reach is there, the range is there, the aggressiveness, you really feel like he's been training with a lot of different camps. Like he hasn't stayed in, he's and it's inspired. His brother, is like fully on the deck again, right? We're
Yeah,
gonna
he
go
got to
with
work.
this guy. Yeah, we're gonna go with this guy. Like right now, bro. But it's like I said, it's hard to bet, bro, because minus 395, bro. Ain't nobody, bro. I got $400 loaded in the account right now. Why the fuck would I put $400 on the? Oh, it's for sure, Sergio. Is it for sure, bro? I don't think so. Like I don't think it's for nothing's for sure, man. So like yeah, I don't think the value is there. I mean, look, Vulture by submission is plus 130. So I think you might want to grab a submission, like a
Yeah,
plus
inside the
130.
distance. Yeah, inside
Yeah,
the
inside
distance.
yeah. Another one is bro under 1.5 is plus 120. Over is 1.4. Uh, over is a minus 145. So like there's value in prop bets, right? It's just
Yeah,
like you
which
have to
one?
hope that if Walter takes him down and you pick the submission, that he finishes it, right? I think
Yeah,
that's where the submission, because he's good, but then like this guy could literally get exposed and
yeah. And Sutherland's
get
never been
hammered.
submitted. Sutherland hasn't been submitted, but everybody hasn't been something until they are, right?
This guy's roided up. Look at those traps,
Yeah,
dog.
that's what I'm telling you, bro. Look at the photos of him, and then look at him when he was gonna fight on the purse card, looking like Hamdi, bro. What are we doing?
Yeah,
But yeah,
Hamdi looking good. Like you see him in those pictures, but
we'll move on here. We're both on the side of Walter Walker to extend his streak, and we'll see what happens, man. Next up, we have some lightweight action. We have Abdul Karim Al Sawadi taking on Matheus Camilo, El Brasileño. Sawadi is a striker with solid movement and takedown defense. His striking defense isn't the best, but he can secure takedowns if he needs to. He was on a bit of a hiatus, right? He hasn't fought in some time. I want to say he was out for about, was it 2 years or a year? I need to double check that, make sure. It's about a year. The last time he fought was against Loic Radzibanov, and he got knocked out via TKO. He's going up against Mateus Camilo, who last time out he had his UFC debut, and a lot of people are knocking him based on his debut. Right, uh, he has a really good background, but he fought against Gabe Green, who was coming down from welterweight and making his lightweight debut. Right, and Gabe Green was visibly the bigger guy, the stronger guy. I think here the statures have flipped, right? Camilo's going to be the bigger guy, the taller guy, the guy with more reach. So this fight favors him more in that regard. He did lose to Gabe Green via sub, but Camilo's well rounded. He throws nice calf kicks.
yeah.
He throws nice calf kicks. He was the aggressor prior to him getting submitted, right? He was chasing a finish and he ended up getting caught. So I like Mateus here. I think he got the jitters of his debut out the way. He was fighting a bigger guy who's well rounded in Gabe Green, right? Who was dropping down in weight. I think he's gonna look good here, man. I think he can beat Al Sawadi.
Yeah, and this fight's close, man. This fight's dead even. Like the odds actually sit at around minus 102, minus 118. So this is like if you, I want to look at the fight a little bit more. I want to see if Abdul has a shot at taking gold here. I mean, look like they just put him here because Palestine, right? He just
Mhm.
got the calls like, look, you gotta represent your country. Well, not even country, it's just Palestine, right? Um, Close to that Middle Eastern region. I do like Matthews and Novuñao, bro. I'm gonna go with Matthews, bro. I think Matthews takes this, and I would want to see what. And Matthews is the favorite, by the way, at a -118. So
He's
the odds
starting.
have the
Yeah, he's
odds have.
starting to grow.
Am I rugging?
No, no, you're good. You're good. I can
Okay.
hear you.
What I was gonna say was is that the odds have flipped, and now Matthews is the favorite. Matthews is -115, and Abdul is -102. So it's very close.
It's close. The line's gonna tighten, and I think as the week progresses and people start doing a little bit more digging, they're gonna see that okay, this
But
kid
you
has a
know,
shot. Right?
these motherfuckers, bro, will say the Palestine guy's gonna win. But it's like it doesn't always work out that way,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
we're both going with Matheus Camillo to get it done up against Abdul Karim Al Sawadi. We'll move on here to another lightweight bout. This is a good fight, man. I had struggled trying to pick somebody for this fight, but I think I made a decision. We have Ludovic Klein taking on Mateus Rebecki. Mateus Rebecki last time out lost to Chris Duncan 2 months ago. And in that fight, man, his face was battered, bro.
I
And
butchered you.
his face was battered. And then, prior to that, he beat Mitalek Orobai via split decision, but his face was also battered in that fight, right? And he battered Mitek Orobai's face, right? He's a pressure grappler who likes to push forward, likes to level change and throw heavy shots. He doesn't always look to grapple. He can and is willing to engage in a fist fight, as we saw, right, in his last fight against Duncan.
Yeah.
He's durable. He's never been submitted in his career. Klein last time out against Gamrot came into that fight with 90% takedown defense, right? And that was the narrative. He has such good takedown defense. He's going to be able to stop Gamrot and put him out on the feet. And Gamrot was able to take him down multiple times, control him, grind out a victory. He's a polished kickboxer with clean, powerful striking. He has more than a dozen TKOs win. His takedown defense is exceptional. As I mentioned, now it's updated to a 76%. So the question lies is this too soon for Rebecki to be fighting after taking so much damage, right? Because 2 months ago, bro, when your face is like that, I think how long is it going to take for you to recover and then start training, right?
It was bad, bro.
And then I also think when you look at Rebecki and Gamrot, who would you say the better grappler is?
Fuck. Well, I mean, Gamrot is good, but Klein was up there, right? Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
No, Klein's takedown defense stuff. Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
Rebecki is a
Oh,
what's it called? Yeah,
Gamrot.
I'm saying Rebecki or Gamrot. Who's a better grappler?
Oh no, Gamrot,
Yeah,
100%.
Gamrot's a better grappler, and Rebecki can secure takedowns. He does pressure grapple, but he kind of more forces his way. He forces his opponents down using his strength more than like finding clean entries and whatnot. So I think Klein here is going to be able to keep his takedown defense up, right? Stop some of the takedown attempts if there's any, and I think he's going to piece him up on the feet, man, and and then the way Rebecki wears damage, I think Klein here is poised to win and get back in the W column. So I know Rebecki's a dog, and he's probably going to be a dog for a lot of people, but I like Klein in this spot.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the line doesn't move so I can make my final selection. But I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with Ludovic Klein. Ludovic Klein at a -114 is a steal. I'll be honest
yeah,
with you. I just like the, Duncan is good. Make no mistake about it. But I think Klein would give Duncan problems. Like he would kind of nullify the grappling, and then they would
yeah.
have to strike. And if they strike, who would win? I think Klein wins on the striking department.
His kicks, bro, and the way he uses range is really good, man.
Yeah, and Rebecca's gonna, he is technical to an extent, but he's gonna look to put pressure and brawl a little bit. So yeah, like you know what, bro? Oh, fuck, do I bet now, bro? I just don't want this bet to get fucking -160, and I got a bit more money than I should. I'm trying to
Yeah,
be better when it comes. I'm trying to be more cost aware, but maybe in the weigh-ins he looks like shit and odds drop. But for now, I'm gonna go with Ludwig Klein. I don't know, and like you said, the damage inflicted, like bro, 2 months is nothing. Your scar tissue is still gonna,
exactly.
it's fresh, right? So
Yeah,
it's like,
and that's something the judges look at, right? Like, remember the Gene Matsumoto and Rob Font? Remember that little cut he had, bro? And the judges gave
yeah,
Rob Font. They gifted him the victory. Remember that? Remember how mad? I like to bring that up every once in a while because
Crazy.
I know
But else,
I know Serge gets upset.
I know. Respect my goal, bro. He
I
fucked
got
up
you.
with Martinez, bro. He should have. He won the first. He won the first or the second. Martinez won the other one, and my bum.
Check me out. Check me out. Check me out.
Don't make me bring Juicy J into this, bro.
All
Juicy J
right,
still
all right. Listen, let's move
still
on. Let's
that
move
J,
on. Let's
bro.
move on.
But
Let's
I'll
move
say
on
this,
here.
bro. The other factor of this for a
Yeah.
client that has very good kicks is
Mhm.
that the leg reach is bigger. It's not. Let me look at the UFC stats to
Yeah,
see
they don't
because
show that stat anymore. That was cool when they used to show that, man.
they do. They in the
And the fight, but they don't show it like on their
oh
what?
no, they don't. Not in the no. I don't know why. That's yeah. That's I
Yeah, remember
mean
they? Well, am I mistaken? Did they used to show it in the fights?
no. They show it on the website actually.
No, no, but back in the day on the tell of the tape, wasn't the leg reach there? Or am I
No,
tripping?
never,
It was never
never.
there?
Yeah, I'm tripping. I'm
I
tripping.
thought, where the fuck did I
They
see
used
that?
to have it because here. Let me see. Reach. No, it's on the official. So if I go to UFC.com, 1 second. If I go to UFC.com, bro, fuck, don't give me Tom, bro. You know what? You know what pissed me off about Tom, bro? He got his teeth done, bro. What are you doing getting those fake teeth, bro?
Listen, brother, I don't hear you saying the same shit about Charles Oliveira. So shut your mouth. Shut your mouth hating on my man. Because Charles
Nah, but
Oliveira over there looking like a jack-o'-lantern, bro. What are we doing?
bro, Char look, Char not looking good, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
My
I like
boy. You
I
weren't
like
expecting that, huh? You weren't
I like
expecting.
my guy. Yeah, I like my guy, but my guy is not looking good. Okay, look
You
at the
look
leg reach.
scared, bro.
Oh, bro.
41-inch leg reach. Oof. It's gonna be long, brev. Shout out to Banter. It's gonna be long, brev.
Gonna be long. You know what? Let me put this bit down right now. I'm not 140.
You're hearing it live. And if it hits, I'm pretty sure he's gonna clip this.
Of course, I'm gonna clip it. We
clip,
already locked down
clip this. Let's go. Right
each
on.
other.
You
Oh, I
can't see,
can't,
brother. You got to go back. There you go. Right on. Bet
but I
confirmed.
can't. Yeah, you can't see it, but it's already confirmed.
Right on.
I think it's a great, and it's at the beginning of the card too, so I'm able to get my money back and
Yeah,
see.
this is the featured prelim into the main card, so it's the last fight on the prelims. So
Yeah,
we're both going with Ludovic Klein. We'll move on here to
yeah.
the next bout of the night. We have, I'm sorry, this isn't the featured prelim. There's two more fights. I'm tripping. Two more fights. We have Ikram Aliskirov taking on Jung Young Park, the Iron Turtle, everybody's favorite turtle for some reason, right? You look at Jung Sung Park. He's well rounded. He utilizes his jab really well. He provides pressure. He doesn't have the best takedown defense. You know, last time out against Ismail Nardiev, he faced some adversity early on, right? He took that illegal knee, or it was a knee that ended up being illegal. You know, Nardiev thought he won the fight, and then the fight continued, and then he came out, right? And he pulled out a unanimous decision victory. And then prior to that, he beat Brad Tavares and a close fight, right? I would say it was a close. Was it a split decision? Yeah, it was a split decision, close fight against Brad Tavares. I remember that fight. Um, and the thing about Park, the thing that he does really well is that he not provides, he pushes a pace and he applies pressure utilizing his jab, but he's going against Alice Kirov. And Alice Kirov, you know, take away the Robert Whitaker loss, the KO loss, because the circumstances revolving that. You know, he flew last minute. You know, he took the fight on short notice. He flew last minute and he got KO'd by Robert Whitaker, right? And that, Bobby Knuckles is no joke on the feet. But prior to that, he's been on a run and he's continued that run again, knocking out Andre Munoz, right? Via
Yeah.
KO. Aliskerov has that combat sambo background. He has strong grappling and improving striking. His striking power as well. He's versatile. He's comfortable in striking, the clinch, and in grappling. He's really well rounded. And I think given Park's poor takedown defense, we're gonna see him mix. If he doesn't put him out on the feet, he's gonna mix in a lot of the grappling, right, and show us a full arsenal of MMA technique. So I'm gonna go with Alice Kirov to get it done here. I like him, man. And I know
I,
Park is everybody's favorite fighter. He's up plus 220. Everyone's licking their lips, but
like it's just it's hard to justify it like a win. Like I look at the last loss against Andrew Muniz, and
yeah.
bro, like Muniz is not like I think Muniz got cut if I'm not mistaken.
Did he?
After
Who did he lose to last? He got
uh
knocked out. Who was
Ronda
it?
Rousey prodigy, what's his name? Edmund Sebastian.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Edmund Sebastian knocked him out at the later round
Uh-huh.
of that round, and like it was good, but it was a grappling exchange. You feel me? Ikram brings a more versatile attack. Now,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm an odds guy. He's going on a parlay. Like I this is a parlay that you could easily put. What's Walker? So let's say Walker and Ikram, right? At a minus
Mhm.
127 is not bad. $30, baby. I'm trying to get my bets now, bro, because sometimes you're just like, oh shit. So I'm picking Ikram, and I got him on a parlay with Walter Walker for a minus 127.
Right on. We're
I
both
think
going
it's
with
good
Ikram to
change.
get it done. Continue the win streak. And we'll move on here to a lightweight bout. This is the featured prelim. We have Nasrat Hakprasad taking on Killian Salkild. It's a good fight, man. They're both on a five on a win streak here, and the odds are pretty even. They have Salkild as the slight favorite. Hak Prasad is
See.
a slick boxer with crisp technical striking, as fast hand, good head movement, and a knack for combos. He did pull out a victory last time out against Esteban Ribovic via split decision, where I thought he lost that fight. That's just my opinion. Esteban Ribovic, in
I had
my
a point.
opinion, was
I
the
had a
more active. Yeah, you had
well,
him picked, but even you, don't go crazy. Even you
no,
told me he lost that fight, but you
well,
won money, but he lost that fight.
no. Okay, so it's similar to Cheeto Vera versus Zahabi.
Hmm.
It's the same thing. You got Nasrek landing like more power punches at Vera.
Significant.
Yeah, but then Esteban is a pop up. He's touching guys up. That you see, that's because Vera to me won, but then I'm like, fuck, I don't want to put more money because. So I think this, yeah, we're not gonna get this in this fight, bro. Like this is
Yeah,
not.
his takedown defense is pretty good. It's at 84%. He has functional wrestling. He secures about one and a half takedowns per 15 minutes. He going up against Salkid, who is a solid striker who utilizes body work and kicks to maintain his range really well. He's good in the pocket, and he also is good on the ground. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Last time out, he had the win against Anshu Jubli. I think that was his UFC debut, if you remember that, right? That was 8 months ago. Remember, Jubli was talking all that crap. Oh, I'm the Indian Khabib. I could take down Khabib, all that stuff, and he got chinned
Yeah,
within the first minute or so. And then
true.
last time out against Yanal Azmouche, he won via unanimous decision. It was interesting in that fight because Azmouche, as we mentioned earlier in this breakdown, he applies pressure, right? He applies
Yeah,
pressure, and when Salkild felt that pressure, he went to the wrestling, right? He went to the wrestling and he kind of mixed it up there. And I think in this fight, with Hak Prasad and Salkild going at it, both on the feet, right? They're both solid strikers. Do you see Salkild trying to mix in the takedowns? And then, Hak Prasad's takedown defense is pretty good, keeping his feet standing. So who do you trust more, right? Do you trust in Hak Prasad more to stuff the takedowns? Or do you trust Salkild more to get the takedown, right? Because that's going to be the differentiating factor here. It's going to
yeah,
be
yeah. I think like, bro. And I like Zanquil's Zanquil
Salkild.
Salkill's last opponent, which he pulled off. Who was it that we were gonna put good money on him?
What do you mean?
Odin. He was fighting Odin Elliott, right? Odin
Open
Elliott.
Elliott, yeah.
That and it was at lightweight too. Really? Fuck. Odin is a lightweight. I mean, dude, it's gonna be complex. You got two guys that are just like I think Nazareth has fought better opposition,
Yeah.
but we're gonna see how this kid is. as well. So things to take into consideration. I mean, his camp. What's his? Cody Haddon is fighting Malcolm. What's his camp, man? So here's the thing about it. When bets get this size, I'm gonna go with Nasdaq. I do like Nasdaq in this fight. I just, I want to see what's the difference in size, because bro, that this reaches might be an issue. Like, you feel me?
An- Another thing too is like looking at Nasrat's previous two fights, they were both split decisions that he could have lost, right? He could have lost, and in regards to Ribovich, I thought he should have lost, but he's been cutting it close, man, and he's going up against a younger guy, 5 years bigger guy, 6 foot, 2 inch height advantage, 3 inch reach advantage. That's half inch and a half on each hand. So
He's look
I don't know,
little.
man. I'm like struggling to pick somebody here, but I'm gonna side with you. So I'm just for the sake of being different from you, I'm gonna side with Salkill, man.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, he has range. If you want to give him the range, you have to give him the range.
Yeah.
I think TriStar is going to develop a plan for this kid. Um, he's gonna have to kind of showcase everything, and yeah, that's what I think. I think that Nasrek is able to defend the takedowns. Maybe let one go and see from there. Um, like I said, this is a good fight. Like, if you pick the right fighter, you win good money. Let's be honest with each other.
Yeah.
This is an even fight. That being said, like, I think the safest bet when it comes to this one is maybe the over, right? So what are we looking at here? If we're looking at the over 2.5, so over 2.5 is minus 215. Under is plus 165. So I think if I'm a betting man, I'm probably putting it over. But like I said, over at minus 220, 215, bro, it doesn't entice me. I'm sorry, I'm
Hmm.
not. That doesn't, unless you're doing like a parlay where you're just, trying to get fights right correctly. And bro, maybe this card we get more decisions. We've had a bunch of cards just go finishes, champ.
Hmm.
I don't know, but we shouldn't bet with that mentality, though. That's the issue. I'm gonna go with Nasrat. I think he gets it done. Stuck the takedown. Has more experience, more fight night in the UFC. Has gone to a decision with Dan Hooker and King Green. So you know, he's fought, bro. Like, he's been fighting out for a while since it's. Well, that's, yeah. It makes me not want to bet him, knowing he's been in the UFC since 2017.
It's
So
wild, man. Been
close
around.
to eight. It's 8 years. It's 8 years.
Right on.
So
We're on opposing ends here. I'm going with Killian Salkill. You're going with Nazrat Hakperset. We'll move on to our main card. Kicking off the main card, we have some light heavyweight action. Ready for this? We got Alexander Rakic taking on Azamat Mirzakhanov. 15-0 Mirzakhanov, who's knocked out the likes of Bretson Hibero, your boy, Alonzo Menefield, Dustin Jacoby, Devin Clark, Tayfon Unchukwi, which was, he was having some adversity in that fight and in the Dustin Jacoby fight too. Uh, when you look at Mirzakhanov, he's 36 years old. He's heavy-handed, has some pop behind his strike. He also has some grappling threat, but he hasn't had to use it because he's been knocking everybody out. He has been dropped, but despite being dropped, he shows his resilience. He gets up, he power throughs, and gets the finish. Uh, Last time out, as I mentioned, he KO'd Hibero last time out. Rakic is a dynamic striker who utilizes his length and reach well. He throws really nice leg kicks, low and high. He's pretty durable. His last two of his last 5 fights, he got KO'd by Jiri and Blachowicz. But let's look at his last 5 fights. Magomed Ankalaev, he lost via unanimous decision. That's a former champ. Jiri Prochaska lost via KO, former champ. Jan Blachowicz lost via KO TKO, leg injury, former champ. Thiago Santos beat him via unanimous decision, and then Anthony Smith beat him via unanimous decision. So he's fought the upper of the division, right? He's up there, right? And
yeah,
this is an interesting fight, man, because it kind of like, how do I was gonna use an example of what this fight reminds me of, right? Because a part of me is gonna say, okay, Mirzakhanov gonna go, he's gonna starch him, and he's gonna
yeah,
continue moving up. But another part of me saying, like, dude, this guy Rakic is big. He's fought champions. He's going to utilize his kicks to keep him at range, right?
Yep.
Because he has a 5-inch reach advantage, height advantage, and a 7-inch reach advantage. So
Yep.
I could see a world where Rakic is, kicking him to the body, kicking him to the legs, really stifling his movement, and then just gutting out a victory here, right? Like a decision win here. But it's a tough one to call, man. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do this what you do. I'm gonna wait for the weigh-ins and make my pick, but I could see that possibility. He's still 33 years young, man. It's not like he's an old washed guy who's
No.
been fighting the champs, right? He's 33. That's like prime, prime. And this will be, in my opinion, Mirzanikov's toughest test, right? Fighting a guy who's fought,
Yeah.
he's top 7, right? Wasn't he ranked number 7 or 8 or something like that? I don't know what he's ranked now,
Yeah.
but
And I mean, if you want to see how a test how good Mirzakanov has been, like
yeah,
Ribeiro was the thing is prior to Ribeiro, Alonzo Menefield has come back from a win streak, right? Like
yeah.
he's put a win streak together about Sumar and all these different guys, but even Justin Jacoby went to knock out this guy that went up to heavyweight, Petrino. And then you have Devin Clark, and Devin Clark was who's aging now a little bit. Um,
You know what?
yes,
No, I'm gonna go with Rockets, bro. I think he's taken the necessary time off, 11 months, right after losing a unanimous decision, right? And then you look at the time in between him getting KO'd from Jiri to fighting Magomed. He didn't take enough time in between that fight, right? He took about 3 or 4 months, and then he fought Magomed and lost via unanimous decision. Where in that fight we said Magomed Ankalaev should have knocked him out. That was prior to him facing Alex Pereira. Do you remember that? We were like, he needs to become undeniable, and he wasn't able to do that. And I think now he's taken nearly a year off. I think he's gonna look good here, man. I think he's gonna take the O from Mirzakhanov, and I like Mirzakhanov. I think he's dangerous, but I have seen him in trouble before in some of his fights.
yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple, brother. We always do. I'm gonna Alexander Rakic. The fact is, here's the thing: when he fought a much better grappler, he didn't get taken down, right? And I
Yeah,
think Magomed wanted to kind of strike, but then the fight felt closer than what it should have, right? Like I remember leaving that fight and feeling a little bit like, in the air. I felt that if the power shots went to what do you call it, to the no, that's the fighter. The power shots went to Magomed, but the volume striking was good. So then what do we you're not gonna peer my boy over here? What's going on? Is it the C? There he is. There's my boy. Yo, yo, yo. Here it is. Okay. So, bro, look how well he tried to take him down too. That was weird, bro. Rakovic tried to take down. Um, yeah, no, like Rakovic did good in that fight, man. I'm gonna go with Rakovic. You can kind of see the fight here. Even at one point,
Rakic.
Rakic. Bro, this was a close fight. So this fight, Magomed won based off power then.
Yeah, remember we were saying he didn't look undeniable. I remember having that conversation here on this podcast. We kept saying that he needed to have a defining win, and he wasn't able to. And that was a close fight.
But look
Look
at
at
the
it.
striking. Look at the striking.
Yeah,
It's very close. Like the right strike is, and that's the thing about it. Magomed, like if I could put Amza versus Magomed, I think Magomed smokes him. I'm gonna go with Rakovic. Like
wait,
I'll
wait,
see.
wait. Oh, Azama versus. I thought you said Hamza. I'm like, why are you talking about
No, no,
Chimaev? But
no,
you said
no,
Azama. Okay, cool.
Asma. Yeah, Magomed will smoke Amza, but like Rakovic has the style and the
Hmm.
length to keep him at bay, jab and move and also the fighting shape he's in. He's in like he looks good. Like he looks a little bit more shredded. So he can't stand with this guy, bro. He has to pick his shots, pick his shots
It's
and
gonna
move.
be point fighting, bro. It's gonna be. I see him using that range really well. But
Yeah.
there's always that possibility he gets caught. So I'm gonna stick with Rockets though. I think the level, like you said, the level competition has been there, and he's taking the necessary time. So you going with Rockets too, or you going with Osmond?
I am going with Rockridge.
Right on. We're both going with Rockets. We'll move on here to our next fight. We got some heavyweights going after it. We got an individual who should be in the main event, right? Last time out, he lost via split decision to Cyril Gane. He lost so in a way that had Dana White caught on in 4K saying, "Hey, they got it wrong. We're gonna make it right by you, brother. We're gonna make it right by you. Don't worry." Right? And this is how they
Yeah.
make it right by him. They give him Jalton Almeida. It's not right. What are we doing? Volkov is a striker who utilizes his leg kicks well and maintains range. He has that judo background. He isn't the quickest, he isn't the fastest, but he does land heavy strikes. His grappling is improving. It isn't the best. He has been taken down and dominated by the likes of Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blades. His takedown defense is at 72%. He's going up against Almeida, who has some of the best grappling in the heavyweight division, in my opinion, right? He's a grappler who has power behind his shots and level changes to get to the ground really well. Once on the ground, he gets busy. He chases submissions. He puts on a pace and pressures, moves forward in search of takedowns. When he lost to Curtis Blades in the second round, he was able to secure 9 takedowns in the first round against Curtis Blades, who is a wrestler, right? Just primarily
Yeah.
who doesn't necessarily wrestle as much, but he does have that wrestling acumen. So I think Almeida should be good here. I think Volkov can be taken down. He has been taken down. I think he's gonna get taken down. Cyril Gane took him down in that fight, man. And Cyril Gane's not known as a grappler, so I think Jalton Almeida here is gonna win, man. He's the favorite, and I agree with it.
I'm gonna go with Volkov, baby.
What's your
Hear me
reason?
out.
What's your reason other than what's your reason? Let me hear. I'm already judging. I'm just kidding, brother.
Disrespectful.
I'm
The
sure you got
length,
a. I know you got a reason.
100%. The length is going to be an issue with this guy, and Volkov has gotten very good. Even when this now the Gon fought, the thing is he got taken down, but then got back
Mhm.
up, but then was put in a situation, but then he took Gon down. It was one of those very strange fights. He should have
Yeah,
been the one fighting Aspinall. Let's be honest with each other, right?
you should have been. Yeah,
I think that this guy's too small, man. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I think he's too
6'3". He's
small.
not that small, bro. 6'3" is
Six three
not
versus
small.
6'7", 6'7".
Yeah,
So
but bro, Volkov is the one of the, if not the tallest heavyweight, bro. Everybody there is like 6'3",
yes,
six
yes,
five,
you're right.
six
Yes,
three, 6'5", bro. Like, come on, what are we doing?
but the thing is, he's not he could be a light heavyweight. He could really if he decided to kind of go in. Now here's the thing, right? If you're betting, what's the prop bet on the takedowns? Because bro, they got to become more efficient at the prop at the takedowns quickly because I want to be able to analyze this. I don't have it. Oh, bro, it is what it is. I'm gonna go with Volkov. I think he gets it done. The reach. Oh, the. Oh, look at this reach. I didn't look at the reach. It's crazy.
Listen, bro, they both share common opponents in Derek
Hmm.
Lewis. What do you
Guys,
think happened with Derek Lewis versus Volkov?
we don't make that argument. That was
No,
years
no, but
ago.
what happened with Derek Lewis versus Volkov? Just out of curiosity.
What do you call it? Volkov was beating the shit out of him for 2.5 rounds, and then he made the mistake.
All right, all right.
He made
Good
the
point. Good
mistake.
point. Good point. Good point.
I'm dead. The thing is, now that I look at it, actually, the reach isn't that much. I want to size him up. I want to see how big he looks. I just think that Volkov would give even if he fought yeah, it's just yeah, you know what it is? Almeida is quick. That's the other issue too, right?
Listen,
Almeida.
brother, we're not in Brazil, but we're going with the Brazilian fighter, man. We're going with Jalton Almeida to get it done. You're going with Volkov. I understand you're concerned with the height, right, and him being able to secure the takedown, right? But the reach advantage isn't that much, as you mentioned. So
Not that
we'll
much.
see, man. We'll
It's not
see. We're on opposing ends. We'll move on here to a bantamweight bout. Umar Nurmagomedov makes his return after losing to Merab Dvalishvili earlier in the year in January, right? UFC 311. He's taking on Mario Batista in a 3-round bout. So what do we know about Nurmagomedov, right? Obviously, he's fighting out of the Khabib camp, right? The Dagestani camp. He's his cousin. He's the brother of Usman Nurmagomedov. He's well rounded. He utilizes his strikes and kicks really well. He's really fast, man. One thing I really like about Umar, uh, that's different from like Islam and Khabib, is he throws really nice kicks, and his combinations are really nice on top of his grappling, right? He throws nice combinations. He utilizes his strikes and takes you down, utilizing that. He utilizes that Dagestani handcuff. He has that background in wrestling and grappling that's elite. Up against up against Marab, he did
Yeah.
gas out, right? He did gas out against Marab. He broke his hand, but those first 2 rounds he won pretty clearly, right? Based off of his striking and his pace and everything. This is a 3-round fight. This is gonna suit him better. He's going up against Mario Bautista, who is good. He's high volume. He pushes the pace. He gets active. He's a solid striker and grappler. He does mix in takedowns if he needs to. He's a smart fighter. He has a decent takedown defense at 67%. But, you know, I think when you look at Mario Bautista and you look at his past 2 fights, right? Like just looking at those 2 fights, up against Jose Aldo, he won via split decision where he held him up against the cage, right? And that's an aging Jose Aldo. That's not Jose Aldo of the old, right?
Yeah.
That's the Jose Aldo that lost to Eamon Zahabi. And then Patchy Mix, you were talking about stuck in the mud earlier. I mean, my man was moving like he had cinder blocks on his feet, brother. He was just there getting hit in the face, just letting Bautista have his way with him, hitting, plus 100 strikes. And then, Ricky Simone, he beat him, who's a wrestler. Damon Blackshear, he beat him. So I think this is going to be a really, really tough test for Bautista. I think there's a lot of hype on him in regards, because he is good, right? But he beat Apache Mix that came in with a lot of hype, who hasn't looked good. And we've seen him fight after Bautista, right? He's not the Apache Mix that we thought was going to come in and get takedown, submit people. No, he's the one getting taken down. He's the one getting smacked on the feet. I think Umar's poised to win here, man. I don't see how do you see Batista if he were to win his path of victory?
Uh, being the better striker, really. Like when it comes to in and out movement, I see Bautista, because that's the one thing you can't, like. If I look at who's had better movement, it is Mario Bautista versus Nurmagomedov. But that being said, you look at who he fought in a Corey Sandhagen, and he dismantled Corey Sandhagen, but he neutralized him with the takedown.
Yeah.
It's going to be very intriguing to see what he does. I mean, look, it doesn't make. I think this is a over. What's the over in this? Let me check. You are betting the over in this fight. The over is minus 260.
Not touching that.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's a little bit risky too. But minus 625 is not good. Maybe my boy comes a little bit injured. You don't know. Like, I don't think that's the play. I'm gonna go with Nurmagomedov. I'm not gonna overthink this. I
Yeah,
do want
Nurmagomedov.
I do want Bautista to win, because it adds more flavor into the division.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, people need to stop talking about Marab. Like, I uploaded a clip where he's like, oh, he's scared. Bro, take 2 more fights. Fight Davison. Fight fucking
Fight a
Davison.
Davidson or a Sandhagen, even, Sandhagen would be a good fight for
No.
Bautista.
Oh yeah. That actually would be a very good fight. That actually, yeah, that would.
Yeah, that'd be a fun fight.
But then I know O'Malley wants to fight.
Zahabi, bro. It has to be done. Zahabi called him out. Let's do it.
Man, wouldn't that be the guy to get him done?
I want to see Zahabi just, take that out already, man.
When's the last time Mario Bautista lost? Against Trevin Jones, okay. Corey Sandhagen, so they did fight it initially. Of course, it's been in the first round. Man, this is a very intriguing fight. Like I said, bro, like, I'll say this, because who's ever putting minus 625 on Nurmagomedov, you better be sure that boy don't have like a stomach ache or a fucking knee or an ass, bro, because that's a nasty odd, bro. Like, that's, but I get why, but I'm still, it's just, bro, I overthink it too much. But the value,
just go with your gut.
Yeah, no, the value prop for betting $600 to make $100 is
because unlike Jose Aldo, and because I'm going off of the past two fights, unlike Jose Aldo and who was a Patchy Mix, Umar is gonna actually move and strike back, hit back, right? He's gonna have good movement. He's gonna hit back, right? Jose Aldo was good for that first round, right? And then what happened? He got put up against the fence, right? Patchy Mix didn't move, so Bautista was having his way. So it's going to be interesting to see his defense. How is he gonna, how is he gonna counter it? So it's going to be a good fight, man. And I know him and Sanhagen fought in his UFC debut, but so did Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier, man. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. See if he can get that L back. But we're both going with Nurmagomedov to get it done. We'll move on to our co-main event. Women going after it. Verna Jandiroba taking on Mackenzie Dern for the vacant UFC Women's Strawweight Championship. 5-round bout. This is a rematch from how many years ago was it? 5 or 7 years ago? How many years ago was it? Doesn't matter. But just for
5 years ago.
it was 5 years ago. This is a rematch where Dern's won via unanimous decision. Now they meet again, right? A lot has happened in those 5 years. Dern, this fight's interesting because both these women, they canceled each other out in different areas, right? Like Dern's cancels out Verna on the striking, right? Like Verna, I think, is the more technical striker, but Dern is the more powerful striker, right? She has power behind her shots. She's more of a pressure based striker when she gets after it. And on the ground, they both have solid Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but where Dern lacks, Verna excels, and that is in the wrestling, right? That is in the wrestling. Dern, historically has really bad takedown defense at a 17%, a 7% average, right? She's once on the ground, she's good though. She chases submissions and whatnot, and her offensive takedowns aren't as good, right? Verna last time out beat Yan Janan, right? And she was able to secure 3 takedowns in that fight and control it for 10 minutes. This is a good fight, man. 5 rounds. My only concern in this fight is Verna hasn't had much 5-round experience, if I'm not mistaken, right? She hasn't had much 5-round experience. So how's her cardio going to look? Mackenzie Dern has had 5-round experience. Last time out she beat Amanda Ribas. I think the wrestling is going to be an issue. And I think Jandiroba, for how well, like they both gotten better, right? We both noticed that they've both gotten better, right? In those 5 years. But I think Verna's just on a level where she's taking people down, doing the right things, controlling their wrist, controlling them on the ground, putting them up against the fence. I think Verna should get it done here. I'm going to side with Verna. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be a good live bet spot to see, because in those 4th and 5th rounds, man, how's her cardio going to look, right? The odds shift and whatnot. But I'm going to go with Verna.
I'm going to go with Mackenzie. And there's a couple factors in, right? Like the first fight she won, Verna broke her nose, started bleeding. Was it, she was good. So here's my only issue with Mackenzie is that if Mackenzie is able to get it to, like if Mackenzie's able to stay, lean with her striking, I'm okay with. What I don't like is when she gets out of her base and goes into the old Mackenzie overhand right.
Wildness.
Yeah, and you have to think that with fatigue, that is a possibility. Like let's be honest with each other. That is such a possibility that could happen. Now with the new coach, the thing is 5 losses. The thing is she should have never. Like I know she took a couple fights 2016, but she was rushed in the UFC. Amanda's Riva was a good coming up, but everybody she's fought is like legit. Even Jessica Andrade is a problem. But I think now Andrade has aged. You feel me? Andrade now is kind of like older. Damn, it's crazy, bro. They didn't give it to the Tatiana Suarez, huh?
Tatiana was supposed to fight Verna twice in 2023 and 2024, and both those fights got canceled. Maybe that's why,
But it's also UFC looked at her and it's like this girl like it doesn't have any striking.
Well,
so
she already had her shot. She had her shot.
Yeah, she had her shot and just
She had her
make it
shot.
lucrative. Verna at a plus 130 is good, but I'm gonna go with Mackenzie Dern. I just like I said, she's gonna be like you have like the way I look at it, both fighters have prepared, so I would assume Dern has taken like, let me run a little bit more, let me do, let me go the way her striking has looked better. I just want her to, and also Amanda would take Rivas down. Sorry, Rivas took her down, and she was able to kind of get us like, control her, get a submission. This might happen, bro. This might, because the thing is,
You think
Verna
Verna's? You
has
think Verna's getting subbed?
Verna might get sub.
Oh
We
wow,
got,
I would
bro,
clip
but
in that.
Dern is a wizard on the ground. Like nobody wants to go to the ground with her because she's a wizard. Like that's
That's
straight up
crazy.
the
It's the
yeah.
craziest
I
thing
mean,
I heard. That's the crazy thing I heard.
yeah, this we forget Mackenzie Dern is comes from BJJ royalty. Um,
That's crazy. Listen,
Mamba.
let me ask you this: in those 5 years, who do you think's fought the tougher competition?
I mean, recently has been Verna. That's
I'm
where I
looking
would.
at Verna. She has wins over Lupe Godinez, who looks good. She has that wrestling and boxing. We saw how she looked good last time out, right?
Yeah.
Up against who did she fight last time? I forget who, but she was piecing her up. Amanda
Yeah,
Lemos.
yeah.
Amanda Lemos. She subbed.
That's a
Yan
legit.
Xiaonan.
Yeah,
Marina Rodriguez, who's a striker. Angela Hill.
yeah. But Marina Rodriguez was not the Marina Rodriguez that Dern faced. But like, I know, but it's still like I'm just basing off the aura. But maybe Verna comes in and
I think it's better for the UFC if Dern wins, right?
100%.
Beautiful girl, right? Champion, whatnot. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be an interesting fight. We'll see what happens. We're on opposing ends. It can go either way. If she gets the sub, I will. I would hit you up. Hey, you were right, brother. I was wrong. I look crazy. I have been crazy though. I have been. I have said some crazy things. I said Brandon Allen and Rene De Ritter, the two levels of grappling are very different. And then I see a photo of Brendan Allen carrying De Ritter, and I'm like, yo,
That
what's
was
going
fatigue.
on?
That was fatigue. That was fatigue. Like
Oh yeah, that was fatigue. That was fatigue. But still, I was like,
that
oh
would
shit.
that shit
But
would have never happened, bro.
we're
Let's be honest.
both on opposing ends. We're gonna hear and new regardless.
No.
So we'll move on to our main event. Tom Aspinall, who's been out of competition for how long? Let's see. He's been out of competition for a year and 2 months. 14 months he hasn't fought. Last time out, he beat Curtis Blades via KO. He avenged that L, man, right? Remember the first time they fought, he hurt his foot, his knee. He got a knee injury. He's
Okay.
back. He's taking on Cyril Gane, who shouldn't be in the main event, in my opinion, but they're fighting for the UFC Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. John Jones has officially retired, so they say. We might see him on the White House card. Who knows? But looking at Cyril Gane, he has good striking, volume, solid footwork for a heavyweight. His takedown defense, however, is at 43%. He's talked about how after the John Jones fight, he's really focused his training around grappling, and it showed. He took Volkov down, who's not really a grappler, right? But he also got taken down in that fight. Um, Aspinall is well rounded. He can strike. He's fast. He has grappling. He chases submissions. He finishes all his fights within the first round. He walks around 250 pounds, bro, with 11% body fat. Isn't that crazy, bro? That's fucking crazy, bro. 11% body fat. That means 10 to 12 pounds of his is fat.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, Tom, bro. That's a
Bro,
crazy
Tom's
stat.
selling you wolf tickets, dog.
No,
Like
bro. Listen, bro. Listen. Let me just
it's
finish
like
this.
okay. I'll let you finish. I'll let you.
Because I know because I'll say this before you go. Everybody who's in John Jones' camp is licking their lips, praying to the Lord that Cyril Gane gets a victory here. And we're gonna hear it right now. We're gonna hear everything wrong with Tom Aspinall right now when Sergio goes. But the truth remains the same. Cyril Gane does not have any takedown defense. And Tommy Aspinall is a big dude, man. He's a big guy. He does give up reach, but I think Tom Aspinall is going to get it done, man. We have seen Cyril Gane, like, keep his hands low. When he gets into the pocket, he exposes his head a little. I saw him hitting pads, bro. Did you see the video of him hitting pads? You saw the video of him hitting pads, right? Cyril
Yeah.
Gane. What did you think of that, bro? You as a boxer, what did you think of him
I
hitting
like
pads?
bro. No. The Zero Gun has the footwork. I
No,
am
okay,
looking.
okay. No. I'm asking you a question. Did you see him hitting pads in the open workout?
I want you to look at this.
Like he doesn't want to answer it, guys, because he knows I'm right.
Look at these kicks from Tom. Look at this kick. Oh, okay. Look at this.
Beautiful,
Look at
bro. What's wrong with that?
that. No, bro. Look how I'm come. No, bro. Like, look at smooth. No, that's different. That's different, right? Like Tom doesn't know how to do that shit. But then look at this one. Look at this one. Tom is. I don't know, bro. Like, I am not sold on Tom,
When have
Mr.
you
Tom.
seen him do kicks like that though in any fight, bro? He's not known for that.
Bro, but like,
Are you gonna let that base your decision? Are you serious? Pull up the
no,
clip of
no,
Cyril
no,
Gane
no.
hitting pads. Put up
This
the
is
clip of
finding more.
no,
This
no
is.
pull up the clip of Cyril Gane hitting pads, bro. Because I
But we
know
know.
I want to hear your take because you have a boxing background. I want to hear what you think. My boy looked like he didn't want to be there, bro. He was like this. Look, he was just like this. He was just like this
Oh, for the
for the,
weigh-ins.
for
Sorry
the
for the
open workout. Yeah,
open
for the
work.
open
I need to
workout.
check it out. I
Oh, you
need to
haven't seen
see.
it? Okay. All
I
right.
haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. The
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
well, bro, he's hurt though. Bro, come on, bro. You're gonna hate my guy.
Who's that guy, bro? Who's that?
That's the goat. That's the goat. Go got clipped. But let's focus, bro. I wanted to
Yeah.
see that
Go.
fight.
Let me hear what you have to say.
I didn't realize like he has more leg reach. Actually, that's pretty good. So Tom Aspinall, I think he rushes forward a lot. I think that with him, like he's gonna go for the takedown. If you look at the countdown, the caliber of fighter that Cyril Gane has brought, and also like here's the thing, dog. If you take in this fight and you haven't worked on your fucking grappling, what are you gonna cut to light heavyweight or wait for Aspinall to like lose or build your way back up? Because Cyril has fought the tougher opposition.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be extremely honest with you. Like Volkov, okay, great. Curtis Blade, like Derek Lewis, like there's so many different fighters. Taboria, Paveluk, like dismantle him.
It's also something to be said about who they're training with for this camp, right? Tom Aspinall, as you posted, who did he bring into his camp? Rico Verhoeven, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't know who Rico Verhoeven is, he's the Glory Kickboxing champ. So who do you, I'm not fully aware who has Cyril Gane brought in for this camp to help him with the
He
grappling.
brought
I
a
remember we talked about
Dagestani world champion to like on his camp to just work on that grappling. And that's what I'm thinking. He has it like if he's learned from the John Jones fight, he's learned from even Ngannou, like because bro, like this guy became pro at 216, went to the UFC. What time? 2019. He fought tougher opposition than Aspinall.
and I wanted to bring this up, like Cyril Gane, not a lot of people have shot takedowns on him. If you look at his record, he has fought tougher competition, but he's fought
It's hard.
mainly strikers, right? No, but like Francis Ngannou took him down, I think 5 times, if I'm not mistaken. I remember looking at the stats. John Jones took him down 8 times. Volkov took him down 1 time. Aside from John Jones, do you think Aspinall's a better grappler than Ngannou? Better wrestler?
No, I think that he was too green. Yeah, like he hadn't really kind of figured it out there. That's what I think when it comes to him. Like, because that's the thing about it. We could be a fight that you could be right, and that's what I'm trying to kind of find the. I'm trying to
because I dissected them, like I dissected all his UFC fights, like just the stats, right, before watching the video, and not a lot of people shot for takedowns from him because they're all mainly strikers, right? And like you said, it's hard, right?
3 to 4 takedowns on Volkov.
Yeah,
but he probably didn't prepare for takedowns for Volkov. That's where 2 to 4, and it was kind of reversed. And
yeah, you'll see like Ngannou, I think he shot 5 of 8 or 3 of 6, or I forget what the number was.
Yeah, but he was getting pieced apart. Like he was getting 4 out of 5. That's what won the match. Like when he went in and
I think John hit 9 of 14 or something.
Yeah, he was like super kind of green in those fights. But I mean, the fights to kind of look over. Did you see this guy didn't? He shot for 1, didn't get it. Spivak
That's
Uh,
another one that I looked at. Look at the striking differential, right? He didn't throw as much strikes. Did he get knocked out in that fight, or how did he lose in that fight?
he knocked down in the second.
He got knocked out in the second, right? So he wasn't able to get the grappling going. So we can't really base it off. That would have been his hardest a grapple guy, right? That he would have gone against.
Yeah, I'm just saying for what the odds are, like a plus 280 is pretty good, considering the fact
Bet
that
the
this
house.
is Tom's.
Like how you tell me, bet the house.
Well, here's the thing about it. Like, is this Tom Aspinall's toughest opponent? Yes. But has Cyril Gane faced tougher opponent than Tom? John Jones, Francis Ngannou. And we're talking about, bro, we're talking about the number one guys in those divisions at those times. But now he faces a number one guy. But then what turns out that this number one guy was gifted a title. Like, what? Because that's the thing about it, bro. It fucking pisses me the fuck off that the only reason why Tom is champion was because John defaulted. Basically, they needed to basically sell Pereira and Jiri won. So what do? Tom, we got Sergey. We could do we could do it for the interim belt. The UFC fucked up there. Now you have a situation, right? Which is the
The
Jones.
situation got fixed. It got fixed. It washed, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's the thing is the risk and reward isn't there. Like for example, now Tom could start his career. Bro, you know what I don't like either? How Tom is saying, well, you know what? If what's the guy that trains with Tom?
Say with your chest. Say with your chest. Say with your chest. You don't like
Yeah,
Tom.
bro.
Say with your chest.
Let me look at the rankings, bro.
He came at your goat, bro. Say with your chest. Protect your goat, bro. Protect his honor. Protect your man's. Come on, man.
That's my man said protect his honor. He came at my goat.
he fudded him, bro. Come on, protect his honor.
Hey, bro, John Jones don't got nice teeth like that, bro. John Jones, John Jones can get going look at okay, so here it is. Bro, he really said if Ante goes up the division, I'll vacate the belt and I'll let Ante fight. Bro,
Nah,
you
bro. You're
just
making
named
you
champion. I
No,
know,
he
bro,
said
but
he wouldn't fight him, bro. He said he wouldn't fight him, bro.
no. He said that he would vacate the belt if Ante was on his way up to become champ. He said that, right? So it's like there's all these kind of cool. He's like, bro, you just came in like this is your first main event pay per view. Like, bro, come on, like what like you got to give him like Gone. If there's a lot of good fights here. The issue,
But,
bro, is
but also too, there's a mental aspect of it, right? Like he
like,
spent a year and a half going back and forth. Not a year and a half, a year and 2 months going back and forth with John Jones. The fight's gonna happen. The fight's not gonna happen. The fight's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm the champ. I'm not the champ. And then it gets ultimately he retires, right? And now they give him a common opponent in Cyril Gane. They both face. This is Cyril Gane's third championship fight, right? He had the Derek Lewis. He lost to Francis Ngannou, and then now he's going up against Tom Aspinall, correct? So this guy's had a lot of chances, and Aspinall knows that he's fought John Jones, right? Cyril Gane, and you don't think he's gonna want to have to showcase a better win than John Jones had over Cyril Gane, right? Like there has to be some kind of mental thing where he's like, I gotta finish this guy better
rushing.
than John Jones did.
But this guy rushes. You see, that's like, bro. You do not want to rush because the thing is, John is way a better wrestler than Aspinall. Let's be honest with each other. The thing is, Gon made one mistake, and the goat capitalized on that mistake.
Glazing. Whoa, whoa. My boy
What are you
says
talking about?
don't
It's true, bro.
capitalize. Just kidding, bro.
It's true. I just don't. I'm not sold on the Tom Aspinall train, bro. Like I just the way the bro when he punched Curtis Blaze and the way he just stormed in, bro. I'm like, bro, like I get it, bro, but you don't gotta storm in like that, bro. Like
Do you
also
okay?
as well.
Do
Wait a
you
minute.
think
Wait a
it
minute.
goes?
Hear me out.
Okay,
Hear
go
me out.
ahead.
Hear me out. He hasn't been past the third round.
The first round.
Third round. Sorry, he hasn't been past the second round. Aspinall, right? And this is also an issue. What would Tom look like after? We don't know. We don't. We
Do you
like
think it goes? Do you think it goes past the second round of this fight?
if Gon is able to stuff his
No,
teeth.
no, no. Do you think it goes? I'm not saying if Gon does what. Do you think it goes past
Let
the
me
second
look at the weigh-ins. Let me look at. I need to check size and
round?
weigh-ins in order to kind of because I'm banking on the fact that he's gonna shoot. What do you think? He shoots, he doesn't get it. Like, I also don't feel like Tom has been training with, like, Tom has been in England getting good, right?
Rico
Which is
Verhoeven,
fine.
bro. Rico
Huh?
Verhoeven. Rico
Rico Ver-
Verhoeven.
Yeah, no,
What
I
if he
get you.
knocks out Gone, bro? What if everybody's anticipating the takedown and we could see a situation where similar to Magomed Ankalaev and Alex Pereira, where Alex Pereira, is anticipating the takedown. He's not as
Yeah.
forward pressing as we know as we know him to be. And Tom Aspinall knows that, right? Okay, this guy's gonna think I'm gonna shoot on him. I'm just gonna piece him up. I could knock him out. I've been training for this. I have speed. He probably has me in the movement, but I have speed with my punches and I could find the chin. That's a
I,
possibility.
I just think that Gane is cleaner, and Gane is gonna be quicker. Gane is quicker in the striking. That's what I think that Tom has a lot of raw force, and he's quick. Like, sorry, technique. Gone wins based off technique, but
Yeah,
then Tom Aspinall brings that sheer quick force. The
right on.
thing is, like, I don't know what happens when he misses. Like, the one fight that was like a little bit upset, not upsetting, but that changed my mind with Tom was when he fought. What's this guy's name? Oh, what's the word of it? Andre Arlovsky. Arlovsky won that first round, bro. Like, I'm telling you right fucking now. Like, look. Don't. Oh, 1 second, bro. Because that's the thing, and I get it, bro. That was a long time ago. Oh shit, what fight did I watch?
You were
Now,
thinking. No, you're thinking of your boy Waldo Cortez against Arlovsky, bro.
no. I remember. This was a no. So the new.
My boy,
No,
my boy
no.
scrambling. My boy defending. Listen, you can try to find everything wrong with Tom, and
I
there
did
is a
not.
lot of unknown. There is a lot of unknown. I agree with you. There's a lot of unknown. We don't know what his cardio looks like, what his technique looks like in the later rounds. Right? We haven't seen him face adversity. We haven't seen him hurt. We haven't seen him, be out techniqued. We haven't seen much of that. We did see him
Look,
get hurt once, but that was his own doing,
bro,
right? Like he hurt his
bro.
knee.
Look at it, like 10 strikes, 16 strike, 37 strikes. You feel me? And then, like, look at
But
God.
why are we dismissing that? And how come when Ila Tapora does it, everyone is up in arms? Oh, that's great. He's great.
Well, Ilya, because Ilya has gone 3 rounds with
Yeah,
like well,
Josh
those
Emmett.
divisions are Shark Tank, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
okay, okay. But
I'm
this is
just
a
saying, bro.
heavyweight, bro. This is
This
heavyweight, bro. Heavyweights go out in the first or second round. Like, what are we doing? This is what people wanted. People always say, we want the old heavyweight division. We want the big boys back knocking each other out. And then when you get someone coming in knocking everybody out, no one likes it. And he sucks.
no, bro. It's just the technique. All good. I'm gonna go with Gone, bro. I'm gonna be that one motherfucker, bro, that says money line bet, money line, bro. You
Hey,
imagine
anything can
I
happen.
you imagine I parlay Barrett, and then you're lucky, Serge, and then they see Gone. Like, you're gonna, bro. What if
Nah,
that
bro,
is,
you're talking crazy, bro. I love you, brother, but you're talking crazy, man.
bro? Sorry, but
But
like,
no, but you're on. I understand your viewpoints and the way you describe why you see Gone winning is is understandable, right? And it's the movement, and let's see how good his takedown defense has gotten, right? Let's see how good his takedown defense has gotten.
yeah. I mean, look, and the reality is, bro. If Gun goes out there and gets taken down, something very simple, you didn't prepare, like, or like,
Yeah,
bro, you suck. Like, your takedown is just like what the fuck. But like, I want, you know what it is, bro. I want to see how great Tom is, but I want this to go to a third round.
listen,
I want
brother,
to see Tom tested.
just admit it, brother. He offended your goat, bro. He hurt your feelings, bro. Like, you don't like that, bro. He came at the king, bro.
I want to see his conditioning. I want to see him
No, you're
tested.
right. You're right.
I
We
want to
that
see
that
all.
needs to be seen, right? Because in order to sell a fight with John Jones, right? John Jones has to see how you look in deep waters and has to formulate a game plan, right? That's part of the reason why we never got that fight because John Jones even stated like one, he's a younger guy. I'm not looking to fight contenders. I'm looking to fight established people. And two, there's not a lot of tape on him. I can't, find out weaknesses. I can't find out points in his flaws in his game where I can exploit. So I fully understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. I know I'm poking fun at you, but I get where
No,
you're
I
coming
know.
from,
There's no
and I
issue. But
agree.
last takeaways to kind of say before we go
Yeah,
when it comes to this fight. Better knockout artist, Derek Lewis, Tai Tuivasa, and yeah, I mean those two have more power than Tom. So like I don't think it's a knockout that's going to take that guy out. I think if Tom wins, is take him down, or if you got superior, yeah, man. Like I don't think it's going to be a takedown, bro, unless he gets hit, tries to do that shit he does on the ground. You know what Tom does, bro? When he hits a guy and he just run. Bro, I hate that so much.
yeah, all right, brother. Listen, all right. Well, we're on opposing ends in the main event and in the co-main event.
Oh
We'll see
man.
who's the victor. If you want to follow us on X, make sure you follow us on X. Show some love at Combat Sport, guys. Hit the link tree. We are on Threads. We are on Instagram. We are on YouTube. We are on X. We give you not only bets, we give you our picks, we give you live bets, we also give you fight vids, right? We post the knockouts, we post the outcomes, all that on Instagram and Threads for more. We don't do it on X. We do it on X somewhat, but we feel that the algorithm's a little better on these other platforms. So make sure you show some love. I'm Roy. This is Sergio. Any parting words, my man?
Nah, bro. Like I already got two bets in. Let's see how this goes. You know, it's gonna be a great card. Like I typically do very good on pay-per-views.
Yeah, pay-per-views we always do well, and we always
Yeah,
bounce back, right? It's those foreign. Well, this is a pay-per-view in a foreign country, but the foreign fight nights are where I do. I struggle a bit. Like China,
yeah.
I've historically done bad in China.
The foreigns are a little bit kind of wild. There's a lot
Yeah.
of opposition here. I already put money on the first couple of ones. I want to see if I win. I want to see if I want to lose. But then like I'll be looking at the live bets. I think everybody should. Like it's just it's hard to time it in real time for people because it's yeah. But just
Right
let's
on.
see, right? Let's see what happens.
We'll see you on the next one. Peace.